Welcome to my channel once again, and today we are going to look at BMI, which is body mass index. Our objectives for today is to understand what BMI is, the measurements and the calculation. So BMI is a screening tool used to assess the body weight relative to height, and it helps classify the individual under weight, normal weight, overweight and obesity. So BMI is a numerical value derived from a person's weight and height. And then to note, it does not directly measure the person's body fat. So the basic formula for BMI, body mass index, is weight in kilogram divided by height in meters squared. So here are the classification after the calculation is done. So after BMI calculation is done, and then the individual score less than 18.5, the person is underweight. Then having 18.5 to 24.9 is regarded as a normal weight, and then 25 to 29.9 is overweight, and then greater than or equal to 30 is regarded that the person is obese. And then this cause one alarm, but this measurement is used concurrently with other tools to ensure accuracy. Let's look at the units of measurement. So we have the metric where we have the kilogram and then the meters. So kilogram over meter squared. Then we have the imperial, which we use pounds and centimeters. But in either cases, conversion is required. Usually we use the kilogram per meter squared. So in case examination they are giving you in pounds and centimeters, you have to convert to get your kilogram and then get your meters to calculate for your BMI. So how to convert your pounds to kilogram? In an examination sense where they give you your values in pounds and you need to get your kilogram. So you divide a figure in pound by 2.2. So we have 154 pound divided by 2.2 to give you 70 kilogram. Perfect example here for you to follow. So we have centimeters to meters. So when you want to get your centimeters, 2 meters, you divide the value in centimeter by 100 to get your meters. So we have an example where we have 170 centimeters divided by 100, which is going to give you 1.70 meters. So we have a cool example over here, not in a sentence form, but it actually has a concept you have to follow. So let's assume if the patient's weight is in kilogram and is given as 60, and then the height is given as 1.65 meters. You are asked to calculate for the BMI, or you've taken the patient's weight and the height and you have these values. Using the formula, you have your BMI is equal to 60 in kilograms over the height in meters squared. So you have 60 over 1.65 squared because that's the demand of the formula, which will give you 22.1. So in reference this to the ranges, 22.1 falls between the normal weight. So you know this individual is having a normal weight, is not obese. And we know obesity is a risk factor to many conditions such as diabetes and hypertension. That's why this presentation is very important to enlighten you more about how to find your own BMI and know where you fall. So here we have a very nice example here where the conversion rate is applied. So you have a client with the weight given in pounds and then the height given in centimeters, and you are supposed to now convert it to kilogram and then meters. So here you apply the conversion units I taught earlier on to get your kilogram and then your meters, and then you check inside the formula and get your value. So you have the weight being 154 pounds and then the height being 170 centimeters. So 154 pounds divided by 2.2 give you 70 kilograms. Then we have the height being 170 centimeters divided by 100 will give you 1.70 meters. The second inside the formula, you have 70 over 1.70 squared, which is going to give you 24.2. So the client is up to you to answer, because I've actually given a good example out there. So this is for you to answer whether the client is underweight, normal, overweight, or obese. You give me the info in the comments. So why is BMI important? To identify health risks and to seek prompt medical attention. Because when you are overweight and obese, it risks you to a particular health condition, and when you are underweight, it risks you to a particular health condition as well. So let's look at some few limitations of BMI. One, it does not measure body fat directly, and then it's less accurate for athletes, the elderly, and then pregnant women. So in conclusion, BMI is useful when calculated correctly, and then you have to always ensure proper unit conversion in order to get the right value. Thank you for your time, and then you can ask your questions in the comment section.